Good evening, late evening, by the way.
I know,
Um,
right? Sorry for the late show, folks.
this is the Marvelous Duo minus, Lady Pool.
She just
Um,
wants to go out and do and have fun, fun,
yeah,
fun.
she doesn't want to hang out with us at all. I know the fans are upset, but unfortunately, she didn't want to see all today. She said no. I'm gonna hang out
She's
and I'm gonna do my thing. So now me and Andrew are holding the Marvelous Duo fans that are disappointed in her right now. And we're going, we got you. We'll hold on to you. We will bring the information to you. And we will try to do our best to sit there and move on since she did not want to be on the show today
didn't
at
didn't want
all.
to be here. Didn't
Yet didn't want to
totally,
be here.
totally. Nope.
Yes. She took her bag and ran, said,
And
I've
went
been working
home.
too much and I'm going to not do the Marvelous Duo today and I'm going to do my own thing. I felt
Her
slighted,
own thing.
but you know what? I felt slighted for y'all. Because, you'll probably be back next week, you know, come back all joyful, all relaxed. But you know what? Me and Drew have dedication. Dedication
Dedication. We
to the
are here for
Marvelous.
you.
We are
For
here
you. For
for
you.
you, fans. Not Lady
We are
Pool.
so
Not Lady
we are so
Pool.
much for you. I got the first surprise for you tonight. You ready? You ready for
Yeah.
this? You ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. Yep.
It's like fine wine.
Yes, it
Fine
is.
wine. Mmm.
Ah,
So fine. Well, my friends, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. Please, please do. Here we are, once again, here for you. To bring you interesting news of the day for the
yeah.
MCU, DCU, and every other U.
Yeah.
So let's get it. Let's get down with it. Let's get jonesing with it. Hang on, let me get my book with all my notes in it. And issue
Okay.
a news time.
News
News
time.
time. Or would this be considered a spoiler alert? You think? Nah.
No, well, it's not a spoiler if you get ready to
Not
talk
really.
about Batgirl.
Ain't no spoiler there. That's true.
Yeah,
Okay.
and a shout out to our brother Mike in Japan. He let
Michael
us
Japan.
know. Yeah. Ooh, now, see, I had nothing to do with that. People, I don't want any Japanese people say anything to me
I said
because I
nice
had nothing
things.
to do with
I said nice things.
that.
Why would I say that?
So, anywho, um, after they spent $90 million on
Oh
Batgirl,
yeah, they spent watching the show. Yes, they
yeah,
spent that
they
much money.
spent
Let me
90.
tell you how it. Oh, it's more than
Okay,
$90 million.
go ahead.
Let me tell you. Let me break it down for you. Here's how it is. They spent $90 million on. Well, see, here's the thing. They have an Oscar winner in the cast. Do you know what that means, folks? That means that's guaranteed money. Okay, he gets
Who's
paid
the
by
Oscar winner though?
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton got an Oscar?
Michael Keaton got an Oscar. Yeah, he does. Look it up. It's there.
Ooh.
And that means he gets paid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
He gets paid.
they had the lead lady there. They had Michael Keaton there. They had a couple of other. They had a couple of other.
I agree with you. They got cast and crew. Unless their contracts say different, they got paid for the movie nonetheless. However, they want their artwork to be out there. But Michael Keaton got paid. Oscar winner gets paid. There's a set level. Like, okay, let me make sure you understand this. Here's me. Here's you, because you got more money than me. I know you're rich. I know you're floating there. Here's other people's. Here's Michael Keaton. Oscar winner. Oscar winner gets paid. Automatically.
90 million. Can you imagine?
Nope.
You do all that work, okay?
Yep.
Costs $90 million to make.
Yes.
Then they say no.
Well, here's
We are
their
not going to put it on
no.
HBO Max.
They shelved it. They shelved it. Now, I heard a rumor. That if you can't spend so much on something to put it on streaming when it goes straight to streaming. So that this movie didn't qualify for that. Two, they didn't want to put it out because they said, quote unquote, it wasn't up to standards. What they're trying to do now,
What
they're
is
trying
there?
to only.
Man says, okay,
Oh, here it
so
comes.
Comic Con, okay. Marvel had like 40 things going on, and they brought two. Okay, they brought two people, two shows. I think one was Shazam and one was Black Adam. Okay, now I was gonna watch, Batgirl because I love Batman. Well, not that last catastrophe that they did, but I had hopes for Batgirl, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's getting ready to do the damn thing. And the only way I found out was through Mike in Japan. That's how bad this cancellation was. My brother, all the way in Japan, heard about it and was like, y'all should put that on the show because nobody understands why they really canceled the $90 million you cancel a show. There better be. It's not up to snuff. That's what you putting out there for $90 million.
They did a test audience. The audience gave it. They got like 60% rating from the audience, and they said, nope, we're not going to put it out because we only got 60%. Well, they put other garbage out there that got less ratings. They stuck them out there. So they decided to pull this because they said it was up to snuff, which is weird because the main actress, she's saying, oh, if it's not good, we shouldn't put things out there. This movie wasn't good, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, the director's getting people saying, hey, man, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. Because he probably doesn't get paid. And so...
No, there's no way the director does. Not $90 million. Because I'm sure he's not doing it for free.
Nope, I'm sure he's
not. This is the thing because I think some stars or whatever want the gross from the, right. Want money from the, ticket sales and stuff like that. People, I mean, that's a lot. They did that same thing to the Wonder Woman show years ago. They had everything rocking and rolling. Then they go, that's the second time DC did that. They did it with Wonder Woman, and now they're doing it with Batgirl. They just canceled Batwoman. This is just a trip.
Well, it gets better. They were canceling most of the shows that they have on. They're canceling all of the Arrowverse. Flash's last season is this one. Superman and Lois, that season will probably go. Everything from the Arrowverse is gone. They've gotten rid of all that stuff.
Legends, I thought that was 5 years overboard. I stopped watching Legends of Tomorrow about 5 years ago.
Hey, DJ Insidious right up here.
You know what? So right. I agree with them because now their cartoons, they're off the chain.
Let me say it real quick. Let me say it real quick. I want to thank Mr. Patino and Mr. Patino and Little Patino for coming by and visiting us yesterday. I had a blast talking with them, and I totally agree with you. It is it's a waste of time and money. But wait, there's more. So they are canceling the Arrowverse. They're canceling Flash. Flash's last season is now. Superman and Lois, because it's in a different dimension, it's probably got 3 more seasons or 4. But then that will be canceled.
Actually,
they're canceling a lot of other.
Lois is not bad.
Actually, it's not. And I wasn't their biggest fan. I'll be honest, I wasn't their biggest fan. But Lois, I wouldn't pick her. I wouldn't take her on. No. But she can act, and she and Superman have really good chemistry, and that's the most important thing when you do that. But they're getting rid of. They won't be there. And maybe they'll be there for a couple of years, and after that, they'll be yanked off because they're not in the same universe. Now, having said that, they're pulling a lot of shows, they're pulling a lot of cartoons, they're pulling a lot of movies out. They're trying to dump $3 billion in debt. That's where they are.
Hold up.
Yeah.
How?
I don't know either.
Okay.
They're trying to
How?
pull
Okay. They're trying to.
I'm sorry. I said say 3 million. I'm sorry. I meant $3 billion in debt. Three with a B. Billion with a B.
Okay, but you so you had to pay all those people for like Batgirl. Okay.
I don't know. They
$90
must be
million.
making nothing. They're making. They pulled
I
that. They're
mean,
pulling shows. They're scrapping pretty much anything that's not a blockbuster. They're getting rid of it. They're focusing more on the three. What do they call them? The top three or slash four. Batman,
well,
Aquaman,
Supergirl was
Superman,
gone.
and Wonder Woman.
Um, yeah, Superman and Lois is staying.
Right.
I didn't know this was Flash's
Yes, it is.
last year.
Yep.
I
Bye bye.
mean, it's about it's about
So
time.
they're not going to they're going to go back to old school where they goes to the movie theaters first, then it goes to digital, then it goes to the streaming service. They're going back to that. They're only making blockbusters, so they say, and
How are you gonna know it's a blockbuster?
because they'll put it into the people that rate the movies and see if they can get more than 60%. But they only got a 60, so that's why they pulled Batgirl. But it didn't make sense because they put other garbage out there that was worse. But
They
to
put
me,
out-
I mean, how can you make a movie with an Oscar
now,
winner?
Who
Oscar
did
winner.
Right.
Oscar
Who
winner.
did Super Pets? Who backed Super Pets?
That's got to be
That was
DC
a number one
because
movie, and that's DC.
that's got to be DC, but that's also a cartoon movie. It's cheap to make. They're going to go with
not with Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart.
no, I agree with you on that.
They're going to they want top dollar.
So they're going
they're not
to no, they're not. No, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. They're probably getting percentage on the back end. That's probably why.
You're right.
But here's the other thing. They're going to go with a 10-year plan. They're going to copy what Marvel's doing, and do a 10-year plan. So these movies that you're going to see,
you're going to need a better.
Yeah, I know. So these little movies you see will be somehow linked together. Now, having said that, Marvel is doing a thing where these movies weren't supposed to link together. So all these little standalone movies weren't the thing. It was the big ones that were the thing to link together. But they put little things in these standalone movies to kind of keep it going.
Right.
But so DC is going to do their version of that. They're going to do a 10-year plan, like the Snyderverse, which is probably the smart thing they're going to do.
Oh,
they're going to tie in together. They're going to try to tie in with the. They're going to try to tie it in with the Flash movie. So it might be like another Flashpoint. I don't know.
The Flash movie that the actor got arrested on, and I thought
I just work here. I just work here. I don't know how or what they're going to do for that. That's the $1 million question no one seems to have an answer for. How are they going to do that? They're going to make a lot of Justice League films.
From the series, which I thought they would do anyway.
They're going to make a lot of Justice League movies tying together, including Justice League versus Black Adam. So you're going to have I always
Hold up, Justice League versus Black Adam.
Yeah, there's going to be something similar to that because Shazam is going to be part of the league and so on and so forth. So, and we'll see how that goes. But the thing that I'm trying to figure out here is what they're going to do is how are they going to tie it into Flash? What are they going to do for Flash? What the hell are you going to do with Flash?
I gotta check something because it's got to be DC movies coming out.
Yes, everything that's been set out, everything that's been in play for this year, next year is going to come out. But after that, you're on your own. Looks like $3 billion in debt. I don't know what you do as $3 billion in debt. So a lot of people are getting tossed. A lot of people are getting fired. Matter of fact, one of the CEOs is like, "I'm gonna quit. This is ridiculous."
Okay, so they even still have on the list Batgirl. Well, that's canceled.
Well, that's gone.
So now they got Shazam: Fury of the God. That doesn't even look good. Not put it this way, to me. Black Adam looks like it's going to be really good. Aquaman, that looks like it's going to be
That's gonna be
good.
good. That's gonna be good. That could be in a paper bag by itself. That's still gonna be good.
Yeah,
You know
and
that's
I
gonna be
don't
good.
know what it's Blue Beetle.
Oh, you want
Uh,
another rumor I heard today? And
what?
folks, this is purely a rumor. This ain't even
Oh, and
this.
Joker 2. They're doing a Joker 2.
Yes, yes. And Harley Quinn's supposed to be making a movie with the singer. What's her face? Oh my god,
Oh
I can't
no,
remember her
she's
name.
in. Oh, you talking about
Yeah, her.
not
The one that did the movie with
Bradley Cooper,
yeah. Oh god, what's her name? Hang on a second.
Lady Gaga.
Yes. They can easily bring them in the Flash TV Flash since he exits from one universe. No, I understand that, but they're not going to use that Flash. You really can't, because if you use that Flash, it brings that history with it, and so people are going to be really confused. So you can make another Flash from another universe and bring him over, which is probably what they will do.
Well, that's what they're doing in the comic book right now. They
Right,
got like 20 Flashes now.
right, because
In Dark Crisis.
that question was the same, not question, but it was the same thought of bringing the guy from Smallville into being a Superman, but they don't want to mix those things together, and they won't mix those things together. Um, but that's a good idea. I don't see why you wouldn't. That's the guy knows how he does it, and you can bring those people with him. And what the heck?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Flash is 2023. Black Adam. Black Adam is 2022.
Yeah, but if they bring in a new Flash and they're gonna have, that's a hell of a lot of reshoots. That's a whole new movie.
What
A whole new
for?
movie.
What?
Flash. Why don't you junk
Well,
that and say a Batgirl?
movie. They
Junk that
finished
and
the movie.
then
They
junk
finished.
that movie and save Batgirl.
No, I think they spent more money on that because now you got Ben Affleck. You got a two-time Oscar winner.
Yes,
That's
and
not going to happen.
he's going to
supposed
be
to have
in the. He's supposed to be in the Aquaman movie, Aquaman 2.
Batman. Ben Affleck.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's
Yeah,
news to me.
yeah, he's supposed to be in that movie.
I hope he is. I wish they would get Christian Bale back.
Mm.
Christian Bale.
Again,
Shot Ben
remember,
Affleck.
when you use those actors over again, you're bringing back all their history, and it doesn't tie in with what you got already. It won't work. That's still. Then you're talking about too many universes jumping in, and that's going to get real ugly. And Batman doesn't have that ability to jump universes without help.
Well, put it this way: there's going to be a Joker 2. I thought Joker 1 was. mm, I thought that was pathetic.
Well, I didn't. I
Suicide
didn't.
Squad, the second one, I thought that was okay.
Well, Peacemaker is still going to be in production, so
Yeah,
that's going to keep
Peacemaker
going.
was, to me, Peacemaker was good. I
Yeah, so
love
that's going to
Peacemaker.
be.
John Cena
That's still going to be in
hell out of that
production.
character.
Um, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
John
just
Cena played the hell out of that character.
something doesn't smell right with this Batgirl thing. I don't know. Maybe it's me. I think something's more behind it than just saving it. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of
$90
money.
million.
I mean, you could pump that out and still make that money. Maybe you're not gonna. It's not a blockbuster, but it could at least pay for itself.
They can do like they
Something's not
did
right.
The rightful Justice League.
Something's not right.
Wait
Something's
a
not
year
right.
because, from what I understand, Batgirl's supposed to be a movie, not a TV show.
Well, here's the other kicker, and this one's a little closer to home. When I used to work for this, well, you guys know I used to work for Channel 6 down here. It's 4 6 6 4 4 4 6. Sorry, 6, which is CBS, and we got to interview this young lady. Her name was Sasha Kaye. Very nice lady, because she was on one of the soap operas. Come to find out, she eventually ends up winning the role of Supergirl. And so she's going to play a different universe Supergirl. I don't know what's going to happen to that movie. It was being shot. My understanding was really close to finishing. So I don't know what's going to happen to that movie. That may still come out. So you're trapped. You're trapped in a way that you don't know what's going on, and the more complicated things are, the less people are going to be attracted to it. You cannot. Sorry if I'm trying to figure out a good angle here with my camera. You cannot keep your people in the dark. Fans don't like being in the dark. And how are you going to start over? How do you start over after all you've already done? Just fix what you've done. Get the people that make TV shows to talk to the people that make the movies and get them talking together.
Mm-hmm. And so, $90 million.
$90 million. Down the tubes.
And they $90 million, and they had it hooked up for. I don't get it. This is why I'm glad.
But do you it just doesn't sound right. You know what I'm saying? Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something's not right.
Well,
I just don't feel what they're. I don't get it.
I know Marvel wouldn't do it, but then Marvel, in my opinion, they're batting 1,000. I mean, from Iron Man. Maybe back in the day when they weren't feeling Daredevil, which I thought was cool, and Punisher, which I thought was good. But
both are coming to the MCU, by the way.
Yeah, but then when they hit Iron Man and knocked it out the park, and then it led all the way up to the Avengers. I mean, and then
that movie.
The Secret War. I mean, the stuff that they're doing. Oh my God! It's just on another level. I don't care what Scorsese says about superhero movies. But guess what? They bringing in that money. They bringing in that money. Disney is not broke whatsoever.
Let me tell you. Let me give you my opinion on these directors and actors who speak negatively of these movies. I don't think they have a place to do that. I don't think that's their place. And the reason why is movies are made to make money. Don't ever doubt that. Don't ever doubt that. By example, this $90 million gank tells me that, and $3 billion in debt tells me that they got issues. It's about money. So you can sit back in your ivory tower and say,
you spend $90 million and you wouldn't put it on HBO Max.
I'm just saying. I think they're not. I think there's a money issue with that. But
direct TV or whatever cable company. That's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
I heard there's some kind of there. I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard there was some type of money level limitation to doing that. But that's a different story. But if you're sitting, how can you sit back in your ivory tower and say that these movies aren't good? Did this one movie make more than your one movie made? Did this movie become the blockbuster, the highest grossing movie of all worldwide of all time? How can you say that?
I tell you what, look at it this way, Drew. When they did the Justice League, that contraption, the first one, right? Yes. They should have stuck with the Snyder Cut. Well, oh my God, I love that Justice League.
I see that, and I understand what they were trying to do with that. That's a little
different.
What were
they trying to do with the first one?
Because they let him take over and do what he wanted to do with it because of the situation with the first director. So I can understand that.
It was pathetic. That
agreed.
Compared to I won't even look at that first Justice League. I look at the Snyder Cut.
I agree, but to me, it's like, how can you be a director And yes, at this point you've made enough money. You can do it for the art. But how can you sit back and say this is trash when it's making $400 million worldwide? How can you say that when it's made probably more money than all your movies put together? And I do think there's some type of negativity towards them in the awards arena. Let me put my quotation. Me and my quotations there. In the hang on, wrong side. In the awards arena, that they're limiting them. They're not letting their stars win medals or awards, whatever have you. I do think there's some type of bias to that. But to me, it's like, if you want to do a movie, then go talk to Feige and negotiate something. If you don't, just keep quiet. Because you know what? Someone said the same thing about your movies, dealing with the violence, dealing with the subject matter, that your movies wasn't good. But did you listen to them? Nah, you made 3 more Godfather movies.
I think you're right. Like Michael
I think you
Keaton,
just sit back and let people make their money.
You got an Oscar winner when people didn't think that when the first Batman came out with Michael Keaton was going to be good, and it blew.
Listen, I'm not going to tell a lie. I thought it wasn't going to be good either. I'm dead honest. My first thought was the guy from Mr. Mom.
I was excited.
The guy from Mr. That guy's doing Batman.
Right.
You were there. Talked about it. You were there. We talked about it. That's the guy doing Batman.
But I was excited.
Semi-happy, but in that theater, watched it, came out screaming for more.
Because when he came out with that scene, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm done. I'm done. This is."
And my favorite look. Oh, the kid turned his neck. But that's what I'm saying. That's it. You sit down, you watch it, and you make up your mind. You don't sit back and say, "Oh, these things are trash." Come on, man. You're in the same business as I am. Why would you trash fellow actors and directors and so forth? Just say, that's not my bag, and be done with it. Don't call it trash, especially when it's making $300, $400, $500 million.
I don't know how they're in debt by $3 billion.
Well,
how they're in debt is
that may be their projected. That might be their projected amount they should be, and they're not.
But how are you in debt? Okay, so the cartoon thing, they're rocking it. Their cartoons, Marvel really can't touch their cartoons.
But why can't the cartoon people talk to the movie people?
And then you got Titans. The TV show, that's good. Then you got Young Justice, the cartoon, that's excellent. So you still don't know, huh?
My daughter's addicted to watching that. So
I love Young Justice. I'm addicted to it. And then you have Titans. So I don't, they're not canceling Titans, and Titans on HBO Max. Young Justice, HBO Max. I don't get it. You know what?
I don't know. I just think that maybe Hollywood's a little too old, and some people need to just retire, enjoy their time, and let some new blood come in there that might give these movies a shot. Come on, you okay? I know you're not a big fan of all the Marvel shows, but Moon Knight, you are in love with Moon Knight. The character, at least, in the way he played him in that. He should have gotten nominated for something.
Right.
How are you going to nominate Don Cheadle?
I definitely love Daredevil.
How are you going to nominate Don Cheadle, no offense, Don Cheadle, for 10 seconds of work on screen for an award he's not going to win? Just to say you did it? I'm just, it just irritates me a little bit when the folks out there don't give these movies a shot. But they're the ones. They're, a couple of years ago it was the drama that was running the show, and a couple of years after that it was the comedies that were running the show. I just watched a little bit of Beverly Hills Cop, laughing my behind off because I remember when that was running the show. So these movie genres have their place in time, and then they fade away. Yes, let it have its place in time.
It's The Boys. I know it's on Prime Video, but is The Boys part of DC superhero thing?
Hang on, they do have a comic book, and I think it's If anybody out there knows, can tell me. Let me look it up really quick. I think there
Because
are DC. Hang on.
let me tell you something. The boys, woo. And I don't understand. Hmm,
Mm-hmm.
that show is off the chain.
Hang on.
I love that superhero show. That's woo.
Yeah, hang on a second. Here we go. Hang on. It is monthly. It's come on, come on. Hang on. Dynamite. Oh
Oh,
wait, no,
okay.
no, no, wait. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Oh, I'm sorry. They were published by Windstorm, and Dynamite Entertainment picked up, and they're the ones making the show. So Dynamite's making all that
Oh.
money. So they are published by Windstorm Comics, which is a subsidiary of DC Comics.
Okay, but then what in the world? How? I mean, the boys is knocking it out the park. The boys is knocking it out the park.
That show is raw. I think they're in season
That
3 now.
that oh, it was woo.
I've seen a couple of the
That
seasons.
show makes you suspect superheroes. I thought Brightburn was a part of DC. I could be wrong. When they made the Brightburn movie, let me tell you something, folks. You ever watch that movie Brightburn? That's what happens when Superman go bad.
Yeah, I think Brightburn is DC because he's supposed to be Superman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's ooh. Let me tell you
go
something,
bad.
parents. Don't let your kids see Brightburn. And well, you
Oh
know what?
no.
If they're seeing the boys, then they go
Then
watch
go ahead,
Brightburn.
pull up a chair, watch Brightburn.
Yeah, they watching the
Uh,
boys. They definitely watch Brightburn. But
no. Yeah.
let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
That has got to be. Speaking of the movie Brightburn, and this movie is a couple of years old. I still watch that movie because I get a good giggle out of it. Number one, I'll just speak for me and mine. If a starship crashes in my backyard, I am telling you right now, I am not going to investigate it. I will call the authorities. I am
Yeah.
not going to go.
Authorize.
You're right. I am not going to sit there and open up a ship. I don't care if it's a baby that does come out. Okay? I'm not claiming it as my own. I am not doing that at all.
Okay. Okay. I
Okay?
understand.
And then they get strong enough that they can throw a lawnmower and then start killing people and seek to kill your best friend or whatever. Long story short, and this might be because it's been out for years now. The daddy tries to straighten up the son. Now he knows his son got powers. You know what this fool does? He has a little rifle. Take his son out to the woods to go hunting, and then he tries to shoot his son in the head. The bullet bounced off of him, and his son looks at him like this. Now
Oh, my
you
bad. My
know
bad. Sorry.
you know you gonna die right there and then. You know you gonna. He shot him in the melon. The kid went back home, got his little evil super suit, flew back to where his daddy was in the woods. And the daddy now, he flying, he done knocked the gun out of his hand, and he calling out his son's name. Why would you call, number one, why would you call out your son's name if you're trying to hide? And then he has you. He goes, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Yes, I know it's not going to happen again. And then he sits there and shoots his eye beams and puts a hole in his daddy's head. Right now, mommy, knowing now her husband's dead. Long story short, tries to kill him also. That didn't go well for her either because he took her out in outer space and then dropped her. So
So, sorry,
the
folks. My
lesson here is you do
phone
not
went
pick up
dead.
an alien as your child.
That is true. Sorry about that. My for some reason my computer attached to my hotspot and I didn't want it to. Okay, so we're back. We're back. Let's talk about.
Said, go ahead.
Let's talk about something a little bit more fun. But go ahead, finish what you're saying.
Oh, I'm done now. You just don't pick people. I'm just letting you know if a spaceship crash in your yard, don't be stupid.
Okay.
The authorities handle that, and you leave.
Authorize, handle it, and you go home.
Yeah, let them. That's what they get paid for. Do not be like you go home. No, leave.
Let's go on to something a little bit more cheerful. That's happy with Marvel. Marvel had their had a pretty good showing at Comic Con. They came up with a lot of information that was great. But if you listen to these the podcasts and the shows that they were doing, and if you notice something was missing, I'm gonna tell you what it was. And it begins with an M and it ends with a T and an S. They didn't mention anything about mutants.
You're right.
But I got some news here that they did actually mention mutants. I got my sources have given to me some scenes that were cut from the Miss Marvel show. And I'm going to show you one, and you're going to know why in an instant. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to show you this one. Oh, not that one. This one. Now, does this whole surrounding look familiar to you?
There's Usher that. Okay. There's Ant-Man.
This was at the Comic-Con that Kamala wanted to go to with Bruno, right?
Right.
And she did go. This is where they went. They went to the show. Mm-hmm. Exactly. This is the show, right? Do you see what I see? Says the man. It's not Santa. So we're going to get a little close up of this shot. This shot was deleted from the broadcast, and you're going to know why instantly. Ready?
Okay.
What do you see?
The X.
And what else do you see?
Oh, the visor.
Exactly. Who was that?
Looks like Cyclops.
Exactly. Who is a member of
X-Men.
There you go. They had it already introduced to bring up these mutants, but they had to yank it because then I can't tell you that because you know all of it. But then it kills something at the end of the series. So this tells me that they were looking at mutants all along.
Mm-hmm. Well, if they redo the X-Men for the billionth time, I actually did.
But think about it, they didn't do it the billionth time. They just went with the same people. It just they weren't that good.
Well, not with not with Patrick Stewart, the other one.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
So there's talk that Giancarlo, you know who Giancarlo Espinosa is?
No.
Oh, okay. How can I? Well, I should have a picture. Talk on it. I should have gotten a picture, but I didn't think.
Well, put it this way: I like Dark Phoenix. I like X-Men Dark Phoenix. I like.
Yeah. I thought it was.
I like.
But they also pulled that movie back to redo the special effects.
I didn't like. Now, granted, I didn't like how Mystique died, but Jennifer Lawrence didn't want to be Mystique anymore, and so they permanently killed her off.
I wouldn't either, because that's a lot of makeup.
That's bad, no. I'm sure she got a whole bunch of money.
Oh yeah.
McAvoy, I think it, but I don't know his first name.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I can't find the guy. Hang on, Giancarlo. What's his
But then you know what? Patrick Stewart said he wasn't going to do Professor X again, but here we are in the multiverse of Doctor Strange.
Yeah, right. Hang on, I'm trying to find a picture of this guy that I want you guys to see.
Mm-hmm.
hopefully it turns out well. Let me see if I can get this picture
And
up.
so I think I can't wait for the Avengers. I can't wait for um, Guardians of the Galaxy. I love Thor. Thor was pretty good. Wakanda. Woo,
Wakanda
that's
forever.
gonna be Wakanda gonna be a little rugged.
I think it's going to be a lot, I'll tell you. But it's going to be all right. Hang on.
Hmm.
Hang on. Oh, it didn't come up. Hang on.
I'm curious who the new Black Panther is going to be.
I already know who it is. And I will
Well, who
tell
is it?
you, at the end of our show.
You know who the new Black Panther is going to be,
Yes.
and how do you know this for sure?
I got my sources. Why can't you trust
Well,
me?
okay, you're the same guy who thinks Captain America's on the moon.
Hey, I'm not wrong. I'm telling you. And if I'm right, what are you going to say? What are you going to say? What are you going to say? Oh, you was right. I don't know what I was thinking.
I tell you what, if Captain America's on the moon, that you suggest, okay, I will buy your entire family dinner to wherever place y'all want to go.
Ooh, be careful because we can eat. We can eat.
Wherever
This
place.
is Giancarlo Esposito. He is being considered. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me rethink because I don't want to overspeak myself. He had meetings with Marvel, and a number of character names were tossed around. Names like Magneto. Oh God, who was the other one? Oh, I can't remember who the other one was. And
They are
also
not going
Professor Xavier.
they
Why
are
not?
not going to have a black
Why can't
professor.
you? Why can't you?
No, that's not going to happen.
Why not?
That's not going to happen.
You don't think Marvel wouldn't pull that?
Absolutely not going to happen.
Why? Why wouldn't Marvel pull that pin?
Absolutely not going to happen.
If anybody would do it, it would be Marvel. Would you
It
agree with
is
me on that?
not. Absolutely not.
Why?
Absolutely not going to.
Why?
I
Why
am
not?
not going to. Dude, you know the reasons why. You know it. There
If
is
you can have a Black Johnny Storm, okay?
and you see how bad that movie failed.
Listen, the guy's a great actor.
You
That's all I'm saying.
see
If he's a great actor,
how
he can
bad
do it.
that movie failed.
The one part about that movie was the father, and I think the father was really great.
You're right.
Unfortunately,
But you see how
Black
bad that
Panther
movie
is
failed.
Shuri. I don't think Black Panther is Shuri. Nice try.
It is not going to be
Nice
Shuri.
try. Does anyone else want to throw a guess in the ring? Anyone at all? Anyone at all?
It's Shuri.
Did you just correct her?
I'm not scared of my sister-in-law. I'm not
Of
scared.
course, because you're 1,200 miles away. Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. I'm not scared. It's Shuri.
Did you just say HH? Which one? Which one is it?
Shuri. I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
Wow. Let me just say this, please. The views and thoughts of our guests on the Marvel Studio Show are solely theirs, and the moronic things that they say are not those of the Marvel
What
Studio
did I
staff
say
and crew.
that was
Thank
moronic?
you.
I am not scared
I didn't say a
of
thing.
my sister-in-law. I'm not
I
scared.
did not say a thing.
I
Okay,
am
so
not scared.
so
But there
before
is
he
no
goes away
way
forever,
on God's green earth they're going to have a black Magneto or
Stranger things will
a
happen.
black Professor X.
just let's table that for next time. But just keep that pin that.
It is
Um,
not going to happen.
So here's the thing. Here's the deal. There's She-Hulk trailers coming out, and they're showing more trailers, and I wish they wouldn't because I don't want them to give away the show. But hang on a second. Someone's talking. Catch me outside, Batman. Catch me outside.
You know what? You don't scare me. You don't scare me. You know, if I was
He
in
won't stop
number
talking.
one, You are this big, that big. I mean, the Adam,
My
everybody,
God.
your family charting you.
Let me just
What
say
you
that the
made?
views and thoughts and the moronic guests on the Marvel Studio show are solely theirs and not those of the Marvel Studio staff and crew, which
Going
includes
to mute
myself.
me.
Thank you.
You're not.
I'm trying to save you.
She is not going to
I'm
sit
trying
there
to
and
save you.
hear
I'm trying to
me.
save you. I'm trying
Look,
to save
you
you.
know what? We can go. I bench press on 400 pounds. You don't scare me. How about that? Mm.
So stupid. Okay, so back to the show. So the She-Hulk. She-Hulk is going to be now broadcast apparently on August 18th. Did you see that change?
I thought it was August 17th.
So did I, but now they're advertising it August 18th. I gotta do some digging. I can't find any immediate answers to my inquiries, so I'm gonna have to do some more digging to find out about that.
Now you definitely know I'm going to watch. You know,
Yes,
don't have
because
to
there's
worry
going to
about
be a
that.
lot of cameos on that show, and I think
Yes, you don't
She-Hulk
have to
ties.
worry about. Daredevil's going to be on there too.
I think She-Hulk ties into the next big movie. I think she's a linchpin for it.
Mm.
Yes, I do believe it's 6 episodes, and it should be good. And Daredevil, whew, Daredevil gets 18 episodes.
And that is good. I
Now,
want to
also
come
remember,
out.
guys. Also remember this. I hate to interrupt you, but I want to get this up before I forget.
Mm-hmm.
Not all shows tie into the big overall plot. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think Daredevil's one of them. I think Daredevil's more
No.
of a. I think Daredevil's more of a street kind of guy, and he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
have those. I think he's something more that you and I can relate to. He's more people.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do it with Spider-Man because that's another thing. Oh, let me tell you about that. So apparently, Sony wants to make a deal. They want to loan out Peter Parker again, Spider-Man again, so that they can use Morbius and Spider-Woman in a movie that they're going to make.
That's actually smart.
On Sony's part, yeah, I don't think Marvel's going to go for it.
No, that's actually smart. I think that's win-win. I
Don't
think
know.
that's
It depends. It depends. It depends on one, if Marvel's going to be using Spider-Woman, which I got a book from her this week, an important book. It was one of the key books. I gotta find it. But and I don't know if they have future plans for Morbius aside from the Midnight Suns. So
in the Captain Marvel comic books. Spider Woman's in it. I mean, Spider Woman has all these cameos from other superheroes,
but
and
wasn't
of
she a
course,
Skrull at one point? She was the
uh,
Skrull. She was the Skrull. She was a
well,
queen.
Spider Woman, yes, she was, but not. Yes, she was. Yes, she
So
was.
so maybe she's coming because they're gonna put her in the
Because
sequel.
well, Captain Marvel, and um, Spider Woman are really close. And matter of fact,
Because in the comic book, Spider Woman saves her life. That's why.
right, all right. So they're really close.
Guys,
Um,
just so that you understand why they're close. Avengers Annual 10. Yes,
mhm,
Spider Woman is based out of San Francisco. So one night she's doing her patrols and she sees someone throw a body into the off the bridge into the San Francisco Bay. Spider Woman can fly by using winds to glide on.
mhm.
So she swoops down, she grabs the person, she's trying to get up, but the winds die off of her and they fall into the drink. Now, of course, the water in the bay is cold and freezing, and so that she's freezing. Come to find out, that person that she saved was Captain Marvel. And the one who threw her off the bridge was Rogue after she beat her up and absorbed her
Right, it
powers
absorbed all her powers
and her
and
memories.
became permanent. Right.
And because of the fact that Captain Marvel's powers are based in alien physiology, the exchange of powers became permanent.
Yeah, because Carol Danvers is well in the comic book. She's half human, half free. As a matter of fact, Carol Danvers has a sister who is full free.
And
So
Krees can be blue or they can be pale,
you're right.
or actually I think they were related to the Skrulls in that way, aren't they?
No,
Weren't they
they
part
can
of our
be
source?
blue. They get the Kree scroll. Well, what is
Because
it?
they.
Hulkling. Hulkling has brought the Kree and the scrolls together now, under
Okay.
literally under one roof. So Hulkling, I love one of the reasons I love comics because everybody's afraid of this, saying this, that, and the
And the
other.
scrolls.
You're right. Um, if you say somebody's homosexual, whatever, they came out with, first black superheroes, um, first
you ever
gay.
notice? You ever notice how all those black superheroes, they were the Black Falcon, they were the Black this, they were the Black.
Right, right, and but that's the thing. But they came out with gay. I mean, they Marvel goes with what's going on in the world and what we have to confront. You
Sure.
know, um,
Well, that's their whole
and
basis. That was their whole base. When Stan Lee made up the X Men, that was their whole basis.
right.
That the X Men were, in Stan's eyes, they were same as the civil rights at the time.
Hmm.
That's why one of the biggest books. If you guys get a chance to go to a comic shop and you find this book, it's kind of rare. It's kind of rare to find it. I'll be honest with you. I had it at one point. I don't know. I don't know if I could find another one of it, but I think it's graphic novel number 3. Is it
Hmm.
3? You know what I'm talking about?
No, no.
It's the Kenny X Men. God loves, man kills.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I think that's number 3. Am I right?
yeah.
Or
It's number three. Yeah.
number 3? Let me see now. Now this I gotta find it. Hang on. I know it's here somewhere. But yeah, that book shows prejudice and how people perceive mutants. And
Right.
so that was a
But
copy.
they show how you can overcome
Right.
either deal with prejudice, overcome prejudice, and it's a
It's number
fair talk.
5. It's number 5.
I
I
thought it was
forgot number
three,
5. I thought it was 3 too, but it's
but
number 5.
I think they cover if people are handicapped
Yes.
or I mean all sorts of things.
Blinds,
You're right. They
everything.
cover all of it,
They include everything.
and
So,
that's one of the
so
things.
Stan wanted that. Stan wanted that controversy. Stan wanted that way of depicting that everybody's everybody. It's not black,
Right,
white, purple. And
right,
you can say purple because some of them are purple. And there's a lot of
right,
inter alien love, and there's a lot of half this and half that baby. So that's what he's trying to point out, and the books and the comics made it easy
and
to understand
well,
that.
Star Trek does the same thing, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and so yeah, I like I said before, that's in good always, conquers evil. It may take a minute, like I just, but
It
um,
does too.
yep.
Hang on.
But hey, I want to send a shout out to Anne Heche. I hope she gets through her injuries and finds happiness. I also want to send,
Yeah, did she have a
uh,
car accident or something?
yeah, it was bad.
Mm.
It was, um, uh, Kurt Russell who passed. God bless him and his
Who?
family.
Who? Oh, Bill Russell. Yeah,
Well,
scary.
as you were, yeah, as you were. Bill Russell.
And the
Um,
goddess of all goddesses, Nichelle Nichols, passed away.
yeah, God bless her. Oh man,
I had
God
I
bless
had a
her.
I had a chance to meet her at a convention, and
Oh,
it wasn't an in depth meeting, which is literally just walking by and saying hi. She waved back, and that made my day right there.
you're,
I wish I had gotten
God,
a chance to actually stay and talk to her, but
right.
you know,
God bless those people dealing with the floods and everything. I hope bad days don't last forever. It may seem that way, but
hmm.
I hope hopefully y'all get through all this uh, uh,
Hmm.
pain and heartbreak. We
let me
we wish y'all nothing but the best, and hope y'all get through these
let me
horrible days.
yeah let me give a shout out as well to those folks that are dealing with that, and hopefully they'll get over it soon. I also want to wish happy birthday to a buddy of mine, Mr. Tony Carter. His birthday is today. I got to make sure to send him a text before midnight. But just want to say happy birthday, Tony, and I hope you're having a good day. Also, let me give one hell of a shout out to the people of Kansas who voted who voted for choice. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to make this political. But just give them a round of applause, people. Come on, it just makes sense. And I'm praying. I'm hoping that the She-Hulk comes up to be a really great show. And I wish Marvel. And I wish DC. Let me tell you, I wish DC luck. I really want them to turn around. They've got a huge catalog of characters that even us as seasoned collectors don't know about or don't know enough about. And they have a large. And if they can get their stuff together, they can make this genre one of the best. And it could be last forever.
It will give Marvel competition.
And Marvel, and that will make Marvel better. And then then next thing you know, you're gonna have a lot of these sub developers. Like for example, Sandman. Sandman is on I think HBO. I think it is. And Sandman's not made by DC or by Marvel. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna like a lot of these little shows will come up. And I want to give. Let's wish them luck. Let's wish DCU
I do wish
some luck. I hope all their shows and movies are like the Snyderverse movie because that was a great.
I was dead by $3 billion, dog. I would be crying.
Yeah, I think it's not deep. I think it's just what they thought they would have, and then they're not. And maybe they don't have that money because they didn't make the money at the theaters and so forth. So
super pissed.
So I want to wish them a big luck too because I really want this genre type of movies to continue because this is our dream. This is what we dreamed about when we were 14 years old. Running down the street, running down the street, waiting to see it. So they always say that Blade saved Marvel and by bringing that movie. But I think it was Batman '89 that made it for everybody. So they have a good product. The DC just needs to get their stuff.
I agree.
DC just needs to get their stuff together. That's all I want them to do. Just make it decent because competition breeds a great product. So that's all we want. That's all we want. We really want. I really want DC to do well. I don't wish them, like you said, I don't wish them ill. I don't want them to fail. I want them to succeed because they need to make it.
I want them to succeed. $90 million is a lot of money to not put somebody something on the market.
What bothers me is that that's what bothers me. What else are going to pull that could have been great?
Let me tell you something. If they can pull Kroll the Conqueror in a movie, they can put BatGirl.
They can do anything.
Kroll was
here. I'm gonna leave you. We're gonna leave you tonight. We're gonna go home. We're gonna go sleep. We're gonna get something to eat. We're gonna leave you with this advice. If you want to see a good movie, find a good movie that you like and watch it, and then definitely enjoy it. No. I might have a visitor coming down here pretty soon who might want to discuss with you.
We got to end the show. We need to press the button. We need to end the show. Press the button. We need to end the show.
Why are you going to go?
We need to end the show. Hey, for the Marvelous Duo, hey, we wish y'all nothing but the best. Hey, we love you guys. Although Lily wasn't trying to love y'all today. Press the button. Press the button. Press the button.
I think I have someone here now for you.
Press the button. Press the button.